South Korea has now administered at least one dose of a coronavirus vaccine to more than 13 million people, which is a quarter of the country's whole population. The campaign started out slow, but it's caught up impressively in just the last few weeks. Kim Yeon-sung reports.
Slow out of the blocks, but now sprinting ahead. South Korea was late to start in the race for COVID-19 vaccines, with the country 2 months behind the U.S. and many other European nations at the start of rollouts. Even in Asia, South Korea lagged behind countries like Japan and India. But now, South Korea is outpacing much of the world in vaccination rates. South Korean health authorities reported that by Tuesday afternoon, more than 13 million people had received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccines.
Today, as of 2:30 p.m., the number of people who have received the first round of vaccinations has surpassed 13 million. So 1 out of 4 people have gotten at least one dose.
On the back of Tuesday's inoculations, South Korea surpassed the 25% mark 2 weeks earlier than planned. And with 650,000 additional doses of the Pfizer vaccine due to arrive in the country on Wednesday, health authorities say that the vaccination rates won't be hampered by a shortage of doses. The country kicked off its vaccine rollout on February 26th at a slow and steady pace, with the country taking 3 months to reach its first 4 million vaccinations, less than 8% of the country's population. But inoculations seriously began to pick up pace on May 27th, when the country started inoculations for ages 65 to 74. To ramp up vaccinations, the country entrusted more than 12,000 medical institutions to temporarily administer COVID-19 vaccines. Also, to efficiently distribute the leftover vaccines, the South Korean government started receiving online reservations from outside the age group by using popular online platforms like Kakao and Naver. Within 15 days, country's vaccination rate hit 20%. As of June 15th, the country still falls below many European and North American countries in terms of the percentage of the population vaccinated, with more than half of Canada, the US, and the UK's population having received at least one jab. But at the rate it's going, South Korean health authorities expect to arrive at herd immunity earlier than their original plan of the end of November. Kim Yeon-sung, Arirang News.